Hey, this is Horner, and these are bacteria parts and functions. So the bacterial structures and the function of each one, we're going to go through all 10 of the ones that you see here. Number one is this part right here below the dark line. It goes all the way around, you'll notice, and that is called the cell wall. It gives the bacteria its shape and surrounds the next layer, which is called the cytoplasmic membrane, and it protects it from the environment. It is just below the dark line here, which is number 3, which is called the capsule. For number two is the DNA chromosome. It's a double strand of DNA found in the nucleoid, and the nucleoid is the location in the cytoplasm where the bacterial DNA is found. There's no membrane around or anything like that. There's no nucleus. It's just this DNA/chromosome. It's not bound by a membrane, so it's just free floating in the cytoplasm, and it's usually made of one circular chromosome, and that aids in the reproduction and directing of activities of the bacterial cell. For number 3 is the capsule. This protects some bacteria so they don't dry out, and it prevents them from being engulfed by larger cells like white blood cells. Number 4 is called a pili. It is a cilia-like structure that assists in bacteria in attaching to other cells and surfaces. So, for example, if you have bacteria in your mouth, when you have bacteria in your mouth, the ones that cause decay and cavities will actually attach to your teeth using these little pili. They help disease-causing bacteria to infect the host because they aid in attachment. So they're just like little arms that reach out and grab different structures in your cells and then infect them. For number 5 are the little dots here. These are free ribosomes, and they use DNA to code to make proteins. Number 6 is cytoplasm. So it's that jelly-like material on the inside that supports and protects the cell's organelles, and it does contain some of the nutrients that the cell needs. Number 7 is the plasma or cytoplasmic membrane. So it's either the plasma membrane or sometimes called the cytoplasmic membrane. And like the cell membrane, it determines what goes in and out of the cell and allows the cell to interact with its environment. For number 8, this is called the inclusion or storage granule, and it has nutrient reserves for both sugars and fats. Number 9 is interesting. This is what we call plasmid, and this is just extra chromosomes made of a circular piece of DNA. It's passed on to daughter cells through binary fission, where this cell will basically just split in half, and by conjugation, where two bacteria will exchange information. It plays a really big role in antibiotic resistance of bacteria. So when you take antibiotics, and if they don't work real well, it's probably because something is going on that has made that bacteria resistant through the use of the plasmid. The number 10 is our last structure. This is the tail or whip-like structure on the very end of the bacteria that can move up and down, kind of like a snake tail. And it helps with bacterial locomotion, and locomotion, another word for it is just movement. And that is the PowerPoint here on bacterial cell structures and function.